think it's a partnership where you got to get the best and the worst out of your partner. You get what I'm saying? If you communicate like, oh, okay, you might be lacking in this part. Let me help enhance this part that I can clearly get out of.
That's not our job.
That's
wow.
You gotta come emotionally healed. Men like to get into relationships and be emotionally unintelligent. And we get into relationships and we're emotionally intelligent.
We like,
so
wow.
that's why we could come
But do y'all
I know what I am. Y'all want us to tell you what you are, and that's not
no. That's not
what
what
they
I'm saying.
want us to ask, but it's like at the end, we're not your moms. You gotta just communicate. Open your mouth.
Yo,
oh, by the way, babe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's how you like to be loved. By the way, I like to be loved X, Y, and Z.
So there is no man in his right mind who's gonna watch this and say, "Oh my God, I can't wait to be in a relationship with a woman like this." There's no man who's gonna watch this video, and be like, "Oh my God, this is the woman that God, please send me a woman like this. God, please send me a woman like this, who never takes accountability, who thinks it's not her job to ask me what I like or to even do what I like, but she expects me to do exactly what she likes." There is no man in the history of life who's gonna wish that. This is bad. This is sad to watch.
So everything in the relationship that y'all require, y'all come with, is what you saying?
Nobody said that.
You said it.
So where y'all lack at, men is picking up y'all slack.
Exactly.
So where we lack at, y'all should be doing the same. That's what is a give and take.
Yeah.
Y'all looking at it as y'all. Oh, we shouldn't be able to do
to
that.
them, it's a take. Gimme. It's never let me give my man something. Even asking him, "Hey baby, how was your day?" Random text in the day. No, they expect you to text them in the morning, lunchtime, and nighttime. And if you don't care. They're going to pull out their TikTok and say, "He doesn't care about me. He didn't text me today. He didn't call me." It's like, how about you call him? You know he's human too, right?
Like for somebody to say, "Well, I shouldn't have to ask a man like what makes him happy, like what he likes."
You got to find about your partner.
But on our end, we have to do everything in our will to make sure the woman is happy. So we have to go out of way to ask the question to make her happy.
No. When you come home and we see you in the mood, we take it upon ourselves to ask you what's wrong with you. We don't have to do that. That's
but we do the same. We're not gonna see you in a bad mood and just be like, "Oh well."
Okay.
Like, that doesn't happen. And what do? They shut down. No, I'm good. And then I'm not gonna pry it out of you.
I do feel like
you sound selfish. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, facts. She does
I
sound
couldn't be in a relationship
selfish.
with a woman that's saying it's not my job to care if you're happy or not. Like that to me.
You see how men like
they like to flip
yeah. Who said that?
Right.
Nah.
And then
It's not my job. I would never tell my woman that.
Feel this way and still stay.
This is all for their experience. Not every woman is the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would never tell my woman, "Yo, that's not my job to care." But
that's
like,
your mother's job.
I don't even think
find out what
it's
makes you happy.
No, we're not.
Like,
It's
that's
our
your
job.
father's job.
We're
Like,
saying it's not our job to ask that because we're not asking you guys. We're telling you. So why not just tell us?
No. When you're talking to someone, you do ask questions. You do figure your partner out.
Absolutely.
All right. So why is it not your job to ask and find out more stuff about a partner?
Because
so it's an open book. Like, okay, well, let me tell you this. Maybe I didn't get to that part. Maybe you are on that subject or whatever case may be. If you brought it up, it's nothing wrong with you asking me.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm also saying it's not my responsibility for you to communicate how you love to be loved.
But it's your partner. You are dating the man. Why are you dating a man where you find it so difficult to simply ask him what he likes? Because clearly you're not going to know everything. So the least you can do is ask. He doesn't even need you to do it. He just needs to know that you actually even give two facts to simply ask, "Baby, what do you like? What kind of wine do you drink? What's your favorite food?" You don't have to do it. Because most guys, I can guarantee you, most guys who are in relationships or going to relationships, they're not going into relationships expecting to receive anything from women. Maybe romance, but romance is two-way street anyway. But just because he's taking a woman on a date, buying her gifts, most guys are not expecting that in return. And some guys are okay with it. That's why they can be in sexless relationships and toxic relationships and where the woman treats them bad, but they still are there because they're programmed that way.
Just tell me, bro. If we're having a conversation, "Hey, I like acts of service," then be like, "Hey, I like yada yada yada." It's a conversation, but men tend not to conversate. It's all
Converse.
whatever. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like you just.
If you feel like I'm lacking in a, like you said, if you feel like I'm lacking, communicate that. Like, babe, you're not picking up my love language.
Damn.
This is what I like. I like flowers, but I feel like men don't like to seem like a pussy.
Right.
So they're not gonna say, "Oh, I like
vulnerable.
flowers." Like, no, you're not gonna say that. So you
Well, because men don't exactly like the same things as women. So maybe you ask him, but you are saying even asking feels like a job. Yeah.
want me to be like, babe, do you like flowers? You're gonna be like, yeah.
I think I'm thinking too literal.
Yeah.
And I think what we're trying to communicate is that if you're in a relationship with a significant other, you should take every step to, whether it's directly or indirectly, figure out your partner. That way he can be as happy as, you are in a relationship. It shouldn't be like, well, he didn't open up to me, so that's not my responsibility. And that's what I kind of got from what that might not be what you meant, but that's how I got from when you said it. It's like, well, that's your mother's job to figure that out.
I just feel like it's hard because men it's hard for them to communicate. I've tried a million.
Of course, it's gonna be hard for men to communicate with a woman like you. You're selfish. You're telling them, "Oh, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to do that." Can you imagine what it looks like when this woman gets in a fight with her man and they're having an argument? She's gonna call you all sorts of names. I wouldn't wish that to my worst enemy.
But I think let me put it this way: if we were, sucking your dick wrong, you would automatically tell us, right?
No,
so why
no. Most guys don't even say it because they don't want to offend the woman to stop, unless she's maybe biting the dick or something, and it's really painful. They may not even say anything. They will just pull out happy and just start to kiss her. But most guys don't even say it, even when it's that bad, because they don't want to, rock the boat, so to speak. So they won't say nothing.
You have to pry it out of you, emotionally.
But wait, so every in your pussy roll, women say, "Oh, I can't tell my man that." So why do we have to talk about
that? I never heard of that. Trying to guide men this way. That way.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Most women be faking it. We're gonna be on that topic. Most women be faking it. Most women be faking it.
Say it again.
Hurt your feelings. I'm gonna tell you, nigga, you're not doing this shit right.
Oh, nah, that's not what it is.
So look, Wolf brought up
those are pleasers.
Wolf brought up a very good point. Hold on one second, y'all. DJ Envy is married in a marriage, right? And he's in 10 years he never satisfy his wife.
Yep, I saw that.
So when she's laying in the bed with that man every night. And this is before he was successful. Okay, so yes, he said it openly, like he wasn't satisfying his wife.
Yeah.
But wait, how do you know that though?
She told him. Eventually, she told him. Yeah, I saw that.
Like 7 kids later.
And if you watch 99 out of fucking 100 of our episodes, you gonna see that women saying, "Oh, I don't know how to tell him. Why should I tell him? Oh, I like men that's more experienced." So at the same time, it's not a common thing.
I want to look out for other women because if he's not doing it right for you, you gonna let him go to the next female doing that?
You can't.
But why you?
No.
Damn.
Like you gonna let him continue with that if it's not good for you?
First of all,
you're a really good person.
Yeah, you're a really good person.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not making my wife better to send her home.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna come out.
This woman exudes selfishness of the highest order. Like, this is crazy. But anyway, man, this was a crazy video. That's why I wanted to react to it. Shout out to the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Link down below. As you can see, guys, I went 10 minutes in. The other 6 minutes, you're going to have to go to their channel. Check it out. Great content and good conversations. And I love conversations like this because we get to see mindsets between men and women. Because when we are in our own echo chambers, the men say what they say, the women say what they say, and we never come together to talk about these things, we'll never solve issues. Even if clearly all the women on this panel, they're very selfish. This is the most selfish. Look at her face. But at least you can get to see how some women think and how men think. What do you guys think about that?